Welcome to SBB, y'all. I'm Bean,
I'm Cass.
and we are back after like how many weeks were we gone?
Two. That's eight.
That's it. I can. That's my bad. Okay, period.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm
cute
saying?
little.
Like, and not even because it's like y'all knew I
Uh,
loved y'all. Y'all knew I love y'all. Y'all knew I missed y'all.
we love and missed y'all, child. We were thinking about y'all the whole way. I swear. Like while we were doing other things, we were thinking about y'all.
Like
Like
you was on my
for
mind.
real.
Like all them other hoes don't matter. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
like
they don't mean
they.
nothing to me.
Right, it's like all them Instagram like bro, all the Instagram hoes don't mean nothing to me, babe. I swear my Twitch babes, like y'all where it's at, I swear my you mad fly, you mad fly. Like the backdrop is cute. I'm feeling this little fur.
Thank you.
This is
It's a
cute.
blanket because I'm
Period.
broke. But yeah, it's nice. It's like marble
You should
gray
get
or whatever.
it's giving auntie.
Right? It's given
Mhm.
like the auntie that be having everything bedazzled and everything's like rhinestoned out.
Next thing you know, you're gonna upgrade to the Panther blankets.
Or the little
Where
rhinestone
they,
headboard.
oh my god, I want the headboard with the mirror on there.
That's
I can't.
premium thoughty behavior. I respect it though. I understand it though. You know what I'm saying? Like I
My,
get
my
it.
my whole thing is like I need the mirror on the joint and I need the satin pillowcases and then or it's just like it's either gonna be mirrors on the headboard or it's gonna be mirrors on the ceiling. I haven't decided yet. The mirrors on the ceiling
Oh,
kind of I like it. I'm feeling it. It's vibes. It adds space to the room.
I want really really tall like doors. Like 'cause
Oh yeah.
I just feel like it would be like so regal like to open up a door and it's like hella like tall to the ceiling like I want floor to
Yeah.
ceiling windows too.
Yeah. It's gonna be hot as fuck in the house, but that's what the long curtains are for.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I
And I
can't
would
wait to
get a
be there.
heated driveway too, cause all that shoveling snow. Uh.
Nah, I just like that's you don't want your kids to learn how to make money in the wintertime when it get cold.
They don't be out here no more. They be on TikTok in the house.
Y'all don't really
Yeah,
want to make no
y'all don't
money.
want the money.
Y'all ain't know hustlers. Like
The hustlers don't stop. They keep going.
we used to tell the people it's like it's free if you want it to be free. Like you gonna pay how much you want. They used to give us $20 each time. I'll be like, yo, if you a kid, just telling me like I could just do it for how much, whatever you got, man. If you don't got
Exactly.
nothing, I'll still do it. I'm bored, bro. I need to get some hand sanitizer. I just touched all over that napkin.
Who knows what you have touched? Like,
Who knows
especially
what
if
you
you
got
go
touched?
on public transportation, take off your clothes as soon as you get home, bitch.
If you
Seriously.
from New York, if
Oh,
you from New York and you don't wash your hands and you don't wash your body as soon as you get into the house, I'll never forget when I went to New York one day and literally, you know, like everybody know that street meat smell, like that hot dog smell, the hot dog water smell in New York. Bro, I'm telling you, went to New York, drove 3 hours back, smelled like hot dog water. Smelled
because
like hot dog.
especially when the steam be coming all out the back of the shit, like you all
You know
walking all in there, like.
you walking over the sewer crates and shit, like damn, like bro,
Oh.
like
One time, I was taking the subway in New York, and I looked down the escalator. There's one large shit just rolling on the escalator, like it was trying to get off. Like it was just that was the most disgusting thing I ever seen. Like somebody left their luggage type shit. Like I'm like, bro, what?
bro. New York, I can't even lie. Shout out to New York for the Harlem Renaissance. Shout out to New York for being the home of Brooklyn. Shout out to New York for being the, you know, basically the shout out for New York for Black people, everything like. But y'all city stink, bro,
It
and it's
does,
nasty
and
because
y'all
y'all
know
don't
it
like. I
too.
mean, piles and piles and piles and piles of trash, bro.
And like when people see it's already dirty, they don't mind adding their own dirt to it, which just makes it worse. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Okay, let me wash my hands, but before I do so, we're gonna come back to why they mayor so they mayor been hiding hella hella charges, bro. Hella charges, bro. I think the court dismissed them. They dismissed the charges, bro.
The mayor's
This mayor,
charges?
Mayor Eric Adams, yes. I just want to preface this by saying I do not know Mr. Eric Adams at all.
You saw them
Adams.
Jewish people underground. I'm not gonna forget that. 'Cause I know they back down there. I would be too. After a while,
Oh,
I'd be like, yeah,
yeah.
these niggas gonna forget. I'd be back down there, whatever, like nefarious things they doing down there, they back down there doing it. 1,000%.
I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like before this whole well, the whole thing about the Israel and Palestine conflict is that it's been going on. Like they say it started in October, and it's like no, this conflict has been like literally damn near I think over a century like going on. This is not the first time Israel has attempted to invade like Palestine at all, and this is not the first time they've been beefing. So
Yeah,
that's number one.
that's number
Number
one.
two, Number two, what I think is crazy about this whole thing, people being Jewish never matter. The whole thing about this Israel and Palestine conflict is that one is being framed as if it is just now happening and this is a new thing and this is a new discussion. And it's like two, it's crazy how much polarization it has come to this point. And it's like, I guess that's just the cycle of conflict when people start realizing things or just like becoming aware of the circumstances they're in. I guess that's the nature of it. But it's like, I find that so like mind blowing. Like I'm just like stuff that did not matter before in your social interpersonal life, at least to me, for some reason is like something to think about now, which is kind of like, mm,
And the
mm.
thing for me is how like everybody wants the celebrities to come and speak out and something. I'm like, what's up? That's gonna be fake. All everybody in the comments telling the celebrities to post something like
But
okay they should post it off their own volition, not because their fans bully them into it. If you don't post it because you know about it, then that already just shows your character. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then
mhm.
why are we looking to celebrities for political advice? That's why y'all lost now. Y'all don't open y'all book. Y'all don't know the rules in your county. You don't know the representative in your state. Yet you online begging Selena Gomez to post some shit.
Yes, yes, I agree. I feel like the thing about like politics is that like these are things that are kind of like they seem unreal, but they're just as real as they are unreal. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all have to understand that the people who are in these positions to make these decisions on the day to day, I'm not sure, but I am going to say that they probably don't go through like what we go through on the struggle because at the end of the day, their job is a lot different. Their lifestyle is probably a lot different from us, just as politicians. And they probably have access to more resources because they are who knows like how it's set up, how the system is set up these days. But like it's just like what people need to understand about politicians is like they are literally under the same pressures that we are. I'm not saying that all of their decisions are right and need to be we need to be dismissive of the decisions that they're making, but number one, we need to consider the fact that they are just like us, girl. Politicians are just like us.
Yes, they
They're just
are.
as flawed as we are. They're just as flawed as we are. The thing about like celebrities, though, they also probably don't care because they're worried about their day to day. That makes sense. Taylor Swift, though, shout out Taylor Swift. She get into the whole legal thing, and it's trying to deal with regulations and everything, trying to handle contracts. I'm assuming.
I'm assuming.
But at the same time, these celebrities are not your savior, bro. Just like how
Bro,
y'all
they're
probably
really not.
they're really not. They are just as not your savior as you probably believe the politicians are not your savior. So stop. What you need to do is you need to at least do some research. You don't gotta do all of it to where you gotta be a whole expert by it, but you at least need to read something so you're just aware of like what is going on. Because this is still, at the end of the day, this is still real life. Whether you agree with one side or not, you should still be at least aware of like what is happening because this is the system that we live in. So yeah, but yeah, Eric Adams, his case got dismissed for corruption charges.
It got dismissed
Hmm.
for
I
corruption.
haven't. Yeah, he was like paying out basically like European like countries and like some type of embassy, something like that, like for what I'm assuming political favor, but. I think that's crazy though, you know.
Yeah, that is crazy.
He,
That is crazy. Did you see
he
that thing with this woman on TikTok was talking about how Jasmine Crockett is saying too many jokes in the government meetings now, and it's looking making us look bad and
the thing about Jasmine Crockett is that I read up on an article where she was somebody was like kind of like going up against her because she had a movement that was against Elon Musk and everything, and people were saying there was another like House representative who was kind of like going against her,
yeah.
um and things like that. I really we said real journalism, but we still working on it. There is we really working on it, like for real.
Right,
Like
it's real journalism because we really trying our best
we
to.
we are reading though.
We
Best
are
believe we are
reading,
reading.
exactly. We are
We
reading.
are reading. We're just
Um,
trying to retain.
Jasmine
It's the
Crockett had
retention part.
30 proposed bills and a lot of other bills that she co-signed on that actually were at least proposed or passed. Um, so to be criticizing her for having a couple jokes, the white people being there acting a fool all the time. So it's like, are we not allowed to have a personality duality? When do we realize that the hyper professionalism is actually killing the individuality of like people in general, not even just colored people? Like
I
having to go into a
yeah,
job and act like a robot is very detrimental to your mental health. Let's just be real.
it really is.
We're just supposed to act like we not like we don't go home at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
I feel like with Jasmine Crockett, on that subject of just like respectability politics and how people might feel she's supposed to represent herself as a black woman who is in, she, again, this all has to do with political power. This is, I hate to define it as this, however, it is kind of the structure of politics. That's just what it is. And it's structured to where you basically have to be able to communicate in a way that makes people, I guess, think about the law or something, or think about being a civilized citizen in society. Like that's just what that is. But I even though like, you can recognize that as just like, a rule of politics, you also have to understand that again, like this has to do with real people in their real life. And I feel like the whole thing about respectability politics and is that it's becoming more and more obsolete as over time we're starting to like we're not stupid. Like people are not stupid. People might act stupid, but people are not stupid. Like
Mm-hmm.
we are starting to recognize the cycle that we are in and starting to get more offensive about who we are and our rights as people in this country, period. And that's on both sides of it. So let's talk about Donald Trump supporters. Donald Trump supporters, a lot of them raided the Capitol, stormed the Capitol, and Donald Trump, even though there were a lot of other people who were probably on his side of the fence as well, like saying like he shouldn't be acting like that, he shouldn't be inciting a riot, he still did it. And it honestly changed the game forever because he still won as for a second term as president of the United States.
Literally.
And it's just like to watch somebody be able to do that, and Jasmine Crockett can't even go as far as make a joke, clock tea, like real tea, and not even like it's demeaning. People be coming for her. People be trying her, I feel people be trying her. And it's just like, again, at the end of the day, to me, politics is about strategic debating. And it's just like
Mm-hmm.
her strategy is clocking her tea. Like, I'm sorry, like
Exactly.
it's it's clocking your tea. And it's just like how she feels even when she was forming the movement against Elon Musk, she even told her supporters who wanted to do it, she gave them full autonomy, but she said consult a lawyer. Make sure you're consulting a lawyer. I don't, it's just like, again, like I feel like is kind of just utilizing the power that she has as a person in that position. And for some reason, people do not like it because it goes against, the interests that
And
they
whatever,
probably
whatever.
have.
Exactly.
So it's just kind of just like, again, I feel like respectability politics is becoming more and more obsolete because I feel like she's utilizing the same strategy that the current administration has used to get in their position.
Exactly.
So how come they have a right to utilize that? Literally change the game. to show people like, yeah, you can act like this and still become in this position. And when she does it, it's just like, oh, you shouldn't act like that. You shouldn't do this. And it's like, why not? People have won doing this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of just like right or wrong. At the end of the day, you need to address the fact that it's not the same as it used to be. Society is just not the same as it used to be now. It might have the same context, the same structural, I want to say structural influence, but at the same time, you got to understand that it's just like the game has changed, bro. It really has.
It
So
actually has.
I feel like we as people need to start being able to talk to people from where they are. And we don't try to like brush ourselves up to communicate with another person. But at the same time, if you know that somebody does not understand someone who talks straightforward, like I'm gonna say like straight talk, like street talk, like how niggas talk,
Yeah.
then of course, you need to be self-aware enough to say this person's not gonna understand how I speak because they just simply don't. But so I need to figure out a way to actually make them get it. But at the same time, I feel like if you really want to understand the root cause of why people are upset about the current state of affairs of racism and like community activism and even the stuff that Jasmine Crockett talks about and why she's against Elon Musk, you should also be able to digest people who are not academics. Um, and who are not probably your orthodox or what you would imagine as an intellectual. You need to
Yeah.
be able to talk to people. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, again, the whole respectability politics, obsolete. Sorry, that was long winded, but yeah, yeah.
No, honestly, like they have built a cult following just based off like what they feel will change and all the like wackiness. Like I don't know, they think it's real. You know what I mean? They're like, oh well, at least he's not like fake. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they're drawn to that humanness of him, the fact that he's just
Exactly.
making all his
That
mistakes in
human
front of them.
aggression
So they
parts.
feel like he's a good person. You know what I mean? But the
Mhm.
liberals want to be the most educated, the most right in the
And
comments
that's
instead of actually just focusing on what we need to be doing sometimes. Like,
exactly because it's like, Kaz, we've even discussed this like literally last night where we were talking about how people have a lot of discourse on like why do men decide not to pursue school and go to the streets? You know what I'm saying? Why do black men decide make that decision? And
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I also have that question. Like I've even asked like real people in my life, like, why did you do that? Like you ain't think like, but
It
it's really just like a matter of like their circumstances did not allow their brain to like expand
it
past
just didn't.
those decisions. Like it just didn't, like bottom line. So a lot of people want to kind of keep talking down on people who do that. I feel like if you a person where you had school in the palm of your hands and you still decided to do something else, why did you do that? If you came from a two-parent household from the suburbs and was brought up to have a good life, like it was in the palm of your hands, and you still decided, I'm gonna be a gangbanger, you're dumb. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you're dumb as hell. Why did you do that? Why did you do that, bro?
Because I
Like,
want to be like everybody else. I want to have a story. I think that the only
you're
way
right.
people
You're right. You're
will
right. You're right. You're right.
respect my masculinity is if I had struggled. So that's why I did it.
I get it. You know what? You know what? Two things can be right. Two can be right at the same time. Like, but I don't know. I feel like again, we just need to figure out a way, even though we have those, those pre-assumptions or prejudgments. We should still be able to have a conversation with people from where they are instead of trying to expect people to always be able to articulate it in ways that, like, again, an academic or an intellectual can articulate it. Because at the end of the day, the people who are affected by these policies and by the system in the ways that we are constantly questioning, they probably don't even know how to like make sense of what is going on. All they can do is like probably show you or just like, be who they are. But we're taught that a person needs to be able to properly speak to us or like talk in a certain way in order to get that point across. And it's like, no, like We need, as people who are getting the training to go out into our community, or at least want to figure out how we can help our community, we need to know how to interact with our community as it is rather than trying to question it and trying to change it. It's just like, okay, this is
Hmm.
where we're at with it. Like, for
Like this is where we gotta go with it.
this is where we got to go with it. Like, this is just what is happening. Because again, y'all, like, y'all just have to kind of look at the state of affairs that we have here. People, again, people have won from by just being straight up on how they feel. Like, straight, that's just how it is. They have won an entire their administration is moved in right now from from their leader being straight up about how they feel. And that's just what it is. We don't agree. Some people don't agree with it. But it's just like at the end of the day, that's how other people feel, and that's the direction they want to go. So they're taking a direction that they're choosing the direction that they want to go in. So it's like, you know, that's just what it is. The essence of like, I can't beat them, join them. But who knows? Who knows?
You'll
You know,
never know. And
you'll never
like
know.
like the mental rigmarole that y'all are doing because oh I'm an educated young black girl and I was in the hood and I made it out. I'm proud of you, babes. I am. But y'all know the type of niggas y'all was in class with. So why did you grow up and just start to argue with them online? Okay,
If
they
your
they
school,
was in the back of the class biting erasers, roasting each other. Some people just don't want to have that academic excellence. Not everybody can go to school. Like I understand y'all want mentors, but y'all don't want these niggas to be your mentor. Sorry, y'all don't. Y'all don't. Y'all want somebody who actually has sense, right? The people who already have sense already went to school. So what are we talking about? So yeah.
I deleted that. I can't even lie. I deleted the app off my phone again
Why?
because this was happening. So I'm trying to do a fast off of social media, right?
I'm doing a social media fast too.
It's so hard because Instagram is on my phone right now, but that's only for work, y'all. It's only for work. But
Yeah.
anyway, but I deleted TikTok because the first TikTok that I saw was talking about how this girl felt like her boyfriend cheating because he made a post on TikTok and blah 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 blah. And then it's like her shit had thousands of likes, and I'm like, you want to know something? You just let like 50,000 people in on your relationship problem, and it's like now you got 50,000 people supporting you in your decision to break up with him, and it's like you. I'm not saying you should have worked it out, or you could have worked it out, but it's like you couldn't just.
No, 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 no.
I'm gonna
I
calm
get
down.
it. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
gonna calm down.
I'm not gonna lie. I get it. It's like you tell all your business on here, but I think that's because you don't know the culture of TikTok. Like honestly,
I
the
don't.
biggest people are telling their business on here. Like at least the people that like you know what I mean. They're famous for their personality. They probably told an embarrassing story or two. There's this one girl who told the story of her gym crush. Basically, it was a guy from high school that she re-met up with, and they went to the same gym, and like he was flirting with her and everything, and she just confessed her feelings for him that we should be together. I feel like I can melt into your arms, and we could just. Needless to say, she didn't get the nigga. Okay.
E-
Because she was just a hopeless romantic, but like she went super viral because she was just on there being so vulnerable, right?
Mm, I
So
mean,
it's like
I guess
it depends. Like I feel like you have to give it a chance. You gotta find your algorithm because there are some really cool people saying some real stuff. But yeah, some people they just on there like just word vomit for
it's
real.
here's my thing. It's like I'm all for like people showing who they really are, right?
Mm,
But it'd be like I can't do like I used to do it on Instagram, but I had to stop because I was just like, these people don't know me. And I'm
yeah.
just like, because when I be looking at other people's stuff, and then like that lady who like literally caught her husband lying to her like 50,000 times before she actually finalized her divorce with him. It was just like, I'm watching it and I'm just like, how do you continue the cycle though? Like, it's just like you really continue that cycle. This like your 17th time catching this man in a lie that you done told us about, and you just keep on going like, and it's like you're getting like millions or if not like hundreds of thousands of people
Just
watching it, and it's
enabling
just
you,
like
just enabling
just
you.
enabling you, and it's just like, bro, and you're just like, y'all, like da 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 da, and it's like when I went on the app and I saw that there were people going through current situations, I'm like, yo, like I don't need to know this, like I don't need to know this, bro, like I don't need to know this, and it's crazy how we're all watching you go through something, like I don't know, y'all will give a TikTok viewer more views and more money than you will give a homeless person on the street that you're actually watching struggle, like really on their last limb, like I don't know, like.
Okay, so you're saying like, oh, the gifts and all that stuff is like too much, like.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's too
especially if
much. I
you're on
feel
there
like
telling
it's
your team, people will just be tapping and giving you money.
and giving you money, but it's just like I'm not saying it's not too much. I feel like you could change your life, but that's why it's just not for me though, because that's
Yeah.
my own perspective. Like that's just my own personal thing. Like since the start with TikTok, I already knew I was too invested on Instagram. So I'm like, imagine, imagine going on TikTok and you literally see everything you want to. It's like I always when something is like presenting too much of like what I want or giving me the idea of like what I want and customizing my reality on what I'm gonna see on my screen, it reminds me of that one montage on Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief when they ate the orchids and they keep eating the orchids and they was there for days. They ended up in the casino for days, just enjoying their life, dancing, doing Michael Jackson music, all types of stuff,
All
getting
types of
pedicures,
stuff. All types of stuff.
and it's just like they were like, hold up, they was on a mission and everything, and they was like, hold up, we've been in the casino for 3 days.
Right, it's like, what's the vibes? I know exactly the types of things that are gonna go viral just based on how messy it is. Like there was this one like older woman, like say 28 years old, who went to go see a 21-year-old in Atlanta and flew herself out. The guy never saw her, never paid for her things, and this and that. But it's like you coming on here and telling us, I would have kept that till I died. I would have
They
never told my
cannot.
T about how I went to see a man and paid for my
They
own ticket, and I'm old.
You were nearly 30 and you went all sad over a 21-year-old.
Like because what he looked like, I guess. I wouldn't have told nobody though. That's what I'm saying. Like just take your L in peace, girl. Like, ooh, saw, be calm.
But if you have been able to build your life off of TikTok, man, kudos to you. Don't let me stop you, shit. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
do you,
there is
girl?
some really good, authentic creators on there, but then there's the people who are just like those are the type of people who watch baddies. It's like, okay, you're not here for nothing but destruction and drama.
Oh my God, yeah.
I heard they
I can't
canceling
even
it.
lie. Well, first of all, the whole thing about Zeus Network as a whole is that I think they are currently the creators of Zeus Network are currently in a not in a custody battle, in a civil. Well, I think they're going to court with one of the other creators. So it was D Storm, King Batch, I think was involved, and then the one other her name was, I want to say Alex or so Allison, something like that, Madison, something like that. She was also, I remember her face, but she was also viral on Vine. And they all created Zeus, and then now they're in a court battle with the other producer, something Lemmy, I guess. I want to
Yeah.
say Lemmy. I
Mhm.
could be wrong. Yeah, and it's kind of funny because I watched a video on D Storm going live about it, and D
Mm.
Storm spilled tea. He was saying like basically the creators haven't been getting paid, y'all, but other like people on other cast members of like baddies, including Krishan Rock, and then like a couple other people were saying they weren't getting paid either.
Yeah, they was saying
However,
that. Yeah.
yeah, but however, it was like what caught my attention was how Zeus Network, not de-storming them, but the other producer or the other creator that they beefing with,
Mm.
he threw a whole party where he was giving out Birkins. Apparently, they was over there giving out Birkins.
Dang.
They was over there giving out Birkins. Somebody fact check that for me, but like
They must have been fake
Birkins.
Birkins. There's no way you bought Birkins for everybody. I'm not knocking it. The fake's probably still expensive, right? Because it still has to be some type of quality. But there's no way Birkin. I think when you go and buy a Birkin, you have to be invited to buy one. So there's no way they let him buy all of them. Like, Some of them must have
No,
been from the factory, like from the
probably,
GHK,
but it's
like.
like still.
But
I
still,
was
right? That's the
watching.
thing. It must have been bread still. Like,
If it make you feel rich, girl, that's all that matters. It's still boosting the
hi,
luxury
how you
brand either
doing,
way.
girl?
I feel like I'm stuck in a basement or something when I can't see this chat.
Uh, my girl's in the
I'm just
attic.
like,
Yo, have you seen Flowers in the Attic?
no, I heard about that though.
Basically, they some bad parents left their kids
Uh-uh.
in the
Not,
attic.
damn, they wasn't locked in.
He was, yeah. No, you're not trapped in the
They
attic,
was
but we
not
got you. We got you.
locked.
So let's get into our topic. Let me stretch for this. Hold on. I just nared my armpits today, so let me really show y'all. A boogie with the hoodie, yeah, it's always foreign. When I pull up, it go skirt skirt. That's a foreign. My girl got the hoodie on. She not playing with y'all.
I feel like every time we mention that we're gonna talk about this, something always happens. So you know what?
That's
Yeah.
because hoes know I'm on it. Like,
Sorry.
what you mean? Like, that's because we really got something to say. So it's like the powers that be, they don't want it out. The things you've lied about, even pertaining to your you don't want them out.
Here's my thing. I'm not here to expose nobody, but I just feel like there is something on my chest.
It's not
There is something on my
exposing.
chest.
It's not exposing because at the end of the day, it happened.
Eh, at the end of the day, it happened, and it didn't happen in secret. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Ides of March, the Ides of March. Let me tell you about the Ides of March. That shit is real, okay?
What's the Ides
Julius
of
Caesar.
March? For
The
y'all.
Ides of March is basically around the time that Julius Caesar died, but like somebody in the book or the play, they had warned him because he was about to make some big decision. He was about to go to war about something. I don't know, something probably involving Cleopatra. I don't know, but who knows? But anyway, basically the Ides of March is around that time of the like March where it's like people just start acting weird. Like you're basically gonna lose a couple friends or something like that. Like it's just this like I don't know, this like thing. And basically Julius Caesar he got killed by Brutus during that time.
Damn.
So the meaning of the Ides of March is it's the 15th day of March in the ancient Roman calendar, famously known as the day Julius Caesar was assassinated. Watch your friends, man.
Watch your friends. Watch your back.
It's an unlucky date, basically. And that's when so it's just like I will have to say around this time, around the Ides of March, bro, I have lost friends every time, like
Mm.
every single time. And it's just like
Dang.
it just be like that, bro. It just be like that. Or at least around springtime. Like I don't know. I feel like God be setting it up to where it's a bunch of spring cleaning going around. Like
Uh,
this is the time to really pray. This is the time to really pray, like God, like please like remove any weirdos out of my circle and or
exactly.
just remove anybody that you feel like should not be in my life right now. Because let me tell you, in the recent times, I don't know what's gotten into y'all or in the water, but people have been acting mad weird, bro, just losing their mind, like open you it's like you literally sliced open your brain, picked up picked it up and just left it somewhere and forgot about it, bro.
And then
Like
put marbles
playing
back
with
in there.
me.
Then fill it up with marbles. And it's just a wooden floor, and then it's just going back and forth on some. Yep.
And that shit shaking up and you just I've lost a lot of friendships in the last couple of months.
Well, I didn't lose a lot of friends in March. Honestly, the fake friend epidemic is more so like having friendship boundaries. Cause I downloaded Bumble for friends, and I didn't have much of a good experience because like the boundaries that people are just willing to cross. It's like they was raised different, bruh. They was raised different. They don't value real friendship. So how much can we really ask of these people when they don't have the capacity? So for Shursky, there's this girl, I meet her, and she was just so super needy. Like so needy to the point where it's like I just can't trust being around you. Like, will you take me here? Will you take me there? Like, I'm in the house all the time. I'm so bored. Da, da, da. That's because you're boring. Okay, it's like you have to realize when you have friends, and it's like I can't save you, bro. I literally can't save you. I can't do it for you. I can't do the inner work for you. Just because I have enough confidence to be here, like say, like I told her I went to the movies by myself. Oh, I can never do that. Oh, it's a movie. You're gonna be quiet for like 2 hours.
Either way.
Like, what do you mean you can't go to the movies by yourself? And at first, I would let people like that around me because I'm like, oh, like, I guess I would kind of pity them in a way. But that type of behavior, as you start to get closer with them, start to turn into fake friends, honestly. Bro, get away from me.
One thing I've learned is just accepting when it's over, for real. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, you feel me? When you're like having, here's my thing, and I will say I live by this. Number one, I am a crybaby. Like I will cry. Like I'm telling you, if you're my friend and you put me through something, you're gonna see these tears, bitch. You're going to see these tears stream down my face and you're gonna feel bad. I don't care. Like I don't really care. Because it's just like if I'm really feeling that type of way, like I just feel like win, lose, or draw, as my friend, as somebody who's been around me, who's been in my inner space, breathes the same air as me, you need to know how I feel with you, feel about you off rip. Like it doesn't matter. Like I feel like, and if I've always felt like whenever I'm put into a position where I can't be that way around a friend, or I can't at least talk to a friend about how I'm feeling or something that they're doing that has made me feel a type of way, if don't have that type of dynamic with you where it's like, this is what is getting on my nerves. This is how I feel about it. If you can't create that space for me, we cannot be friends, bro. And if it's at the point where you or the other person feels like that they can't be like that with me, every time I try to push it further than that, it always
Crumbles,
just
yeah.
like crumbles. Like it's never, that's just all I'm gonna say, bro. Like if you can't just keep it 100 with me, or if you can't just be straight up with me, then get from around me, bro. Because I am terrible at being passive. I'm terrible at dealing with passive people because then they start making me feel like I need to be passive, and I don't like living my life like that. Because then everybody be like, "Why you act so weird?" It's because, well, every time I try to tell you and come to you about an issue I'm having, you're either unresponsive or you're super offensive. Like I don't know, like
Exactly. Or you
you're doing
on
too much.
10. I had a friend who,
Like
like, and now that I'm realizing it, it just showed our incompatibility. But she'd be like talking to other people, say like, "Oh yeah, every time me and Cass have an argument, she wants to talk about it right away." Like she said it as if like it wasn't a good thing, but it was. Like I feel like like she was trying to gaslight me into thinking that like I should just let stuff fester. Like I'm like yeah. As soon as something happens, I'm gonna bring it up. Like what do you mean? Well, there's
exactly,
nothing. There's
because
nothing
you're
wrong
my
with that.
friend.
It's not to say that
Yeah.
something happened and I turn up right then and right then because there's too many emotions. Say I get really angry. I don't want to say stuff that I'm not supposed to say. But the next time we see each other, you acting like it never happened is gonna piss me off. Okay,
I can't do that.
it
Can't do it.
happened. You should be like, hey girl, last time we saw each other, blah 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 blah. Cool. We talk it out, and then if you actually mess with me, then we'll just still be friends. But the fact that you wanted me to just keep stuff under the bridge means that you wanted me to stop holding you accountable for your actions, basically.
There are, in fact, some relationships that I do love, but it's like I know that what I'm going to have to say, or it just like I just let them know, like, okay, listen, with the way I know how you are and the way I know I operate, if I don't talk to you for a minute, best believe it's because I just need my space, bro. That's it. Because I feel like what I have to say is just not what I have to say to you is just not going to be productive for the relationship. It's just not.
But the next time
Like
y'all
it's just
speak, it's gonna be reconciling. It's not gonna be
yeah,
acting like
it's not
nothing
gonna,
went on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro.
it's not to say I won't give my friends space. It's to say I'm not gonna let up. I'm not gonna just act like it didn't happen. I'm sorry. Like,
Mm, I mean, friendships, like learning adult friendships is learning that there are just some times where it's like you just have to just let it go.
I want God to really like reframe my mind and make me realize that even though they acting weird, because I'm a human living a human experience, I have the capacity to be them, if that makes sense. Say I didn't have, the mom I had or the, circumstances I had. I could have acted just like them. So I start to forgive them in a way. I'm trying not to pity them because then it kind of is like an ego thing, like, oh, like, my brain is more evolved than yours, which it is, but I don't want that to. I don't want that to be, like my pride getting big up, you know what I'm saying? But I actually had to look at these people like children, if that makes sense. Like, you're just a child
Mm,
that is in my age mate body.
mm.
Like,
I'm gonna be honest, I can't look at people as children. I look at them as grown ass adults. I mean, it's just
they
like at
grown
this
children to
point,
me because why you acting like that?
I
They
mean, we're
some
all
people act
grown
like
children.
no, but they act like their life is like Degrassi or something. I'm like, is there something wrong with you? Like, why can't you just say exactly what you mean? Like, confrontation doesn't equal conflict or beef. It doesn't. It means that there was a situation, and it needs to be talked about. That's it.
As I become an adult, I feel like I want to at least, if you're gonna be my friend, I need to at least respect you enough to just again create a space where I can be 100% real with you. Where it's just like again, you're going to know how I feel about something and it's not always going to be correct and I'm able to admit that. Like people are flawed at the end of the day, but there just comes a point where you are too grown to sit here and be avoiding a conversation or avoiding
Yes.
just talking to your friend about how you feel. Like, I don't know. Like this reminds me of just like you last time we tried to stream, we was having technical difficulties out the ass, out the ass. I straight up told Cass, I'm getting mad, I'm walking away. Got my ass up, walked away, came back and said, Cass, this is why I'm upset.
And I
We
told her
said
too. I'm like, yeah, I'm low key upset too. But at the end of the day, like that was it. Like, do you
that
see
was
how
it.
easy? It like
Like
what else could it be other than you never liked me in the first place? What else could it be? What other reason do you
it's just
have
like
other than other than really safety issues? Like say like you in the hood and people want to jump you, but what like passive aggressive people like or people who say they're not confrontational, like you make it seem like you being non-confrontational means you're not problematic. Not true. Those things are not
no.
equal. I find that since I'm so outspoken, I get looked at as aggressive for speaking about my feelings.
Again, I feel like at the end of the day, when you are talking about friendships and when you're trying to figure out a way that, like, how to be a good friend, I feel like the first step is always being able to acknowledge, of course, when you're wrong and when you're able to apologize to someone and just like the type of respect you want to have for yourself in the situation as well. I feel like these days I've been noticing people have been making friends with people for the sake of what it will do for them. You get what I'm saying? Or something that they're striving for, like, oh, they have to have the same exact goals as you. They have to be able to want to do the same things as you. They have to
They have to look
fit
a,
this vibe,
they
fit
have to look a
fit this
certain
vibe,
way. They have to look a certain
fit this
way.
vibe, fit
Mhm.
this aesthetic. I want to build a community that does this specific thing. And I do agree with being friends with people who are smarter than you. Like, if there's something you want to do, I feel like you should be able to network with people who are able to teach you things. I totally agree with that. But when it comes down to building genuine friendships, number one, you have to recognize that your circle being big, this is just my own personal perspective, your circle being big, I'm gonna be honest, that's weird. Like, I don't know.
It is
Like, I don't
it
know.
is weird. It's too many energies, too many like you're people pleasing at least a little bit. I
It's
feel
just
like
like they all know each other. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still on that because it's just like when I think about like my circle of friends and who I talk to, I guess it's pretty big, but like, because
well, okay, yeah.
I be bringing them around each
What
other.
do you classify as a big friend group? I'll say like 6 people. If it's 6 people and it's mixed boys and girls, it's definitely gonna be messy. Like 6 friends, that's a big friend group. Like unless y'all grew up together type, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
like
right.
it's gonna be hard to
I don't know.
navigate that.
But it's like I feel like if you're so focused on having like a ginormous entourage when it comes down to like your personal like I don't know, like material goals or something like that. I don't know. It's just like
Like having a
I
friend
feel
group
like
of
that's
like 6 girls, like per se, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just traumatized, but I don't know.
They gotta be three separate groups. I can't even lie. You gotta
You know
have
what
two
I
you got
mean?
on this day, two you got on the one time, and then the two you got for the other time. You don't
Exactly.
need all six at the same time all the time.
That's gonna be stressful. I remember I tried
That's
to
gonna
plan.
be
I tried to plan a trip to Atlanta with some girls. One of them talking about some. Well, I'm not staying in the Airbnb with y'all. I'm talking to this dude. Then the other one talking about some. Oh, I don't want to drive. I want to fly. It's like, oh, and it was only four of us. I'm like, all right, like, guess where we ended up not going. Like, it's really hard. Maybe when you're young as well, like to be compatible, like all of y'all. Like, I
but
don't know.
I just feel like again, like being friends with somebody for the aesthetic or for the vibe is kind of like it's I feel like it's very weird. And
It is weird. The only friends I got, they gotta have BBLs, no skinny girls. Like, you can't come with me to the club if you don't look like this, and that. And it was like, okay, girl, like, it's obvious that you're looking
like
for something superficial. Um,
yeah, you're looking for like an Instagram post. You're not looking for a good time. You're not
exactly,
looking for
exactly. Like, you need a variety of friends. You
you
do
just need a variety
a
of friends, but y'all
variety,
need to
but compatible and thoughtful. Not every friend group is supposed to mix. That's something I learned pretty young as well. You gotta know which friends to mix to. I feel like if you just mix your friends without
emotion.
thinking about their personalities, then you selfish as well.
Yeah, and I've learned from past mistakes. Stop trying to make your boyfriend a part of the friend group too, girl. It's not always gonna work. It's not always gonna work. I had to learn the hard way. It just don't always work, child. It just don't always work.
It don't.
Stop trying to make that nigga bestie because he not. Stop
He
trying
really
to,
not
and
because
then
when y'all break up,
when y'all,
they not gonna be y'all not friends. It's not friendship for
it's
real.
either they, it's either they not friends or they gonna stay friends. Either way, you not.
You're not in
It's
the mix no more, so now what's going on?
be
But
happening.
I've
You
never
feel me?
wanted my friends, man, ever, like ever.
No, I've told like I've said that like yeah he cute like okay girl okay
Right, right.
snap.
He could be cute, but that don't mean I want him.
Mm,
Like I just like I don't know, no disrespect, but it'd be like, oh, he's tainted. Sorry, he's tainted.
nice taster.
Not like
No, he's
not a
taster.
jab at my friend, but like you know what I mean. I'm like I can't look at you the same. Like I want my own nigga that nobody knows.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
remember
be
one time
honest.
I brought this guy I was talking to a party. My friends was like, oh, he's so quiet. He just in the corner by himself. I'm like, yes, good. I trained him. Don't be in the mix. Don't like I don't see the reason why, especially the guy I'm talking to, we're not even together, why you need to be friends with my friends. It's given you're messy and mixy and trying to get the tea from them or trying to be with them. Like uh, like unless he's my husband, I don't really see a need for the continuous like hangout with the friends and the boyfriend. Like what's going on? Once or twice times, or say he drive me there, then he sit in the corner. Me and my girls have fun, and he sit in the corner. Oh yes, thank you.
Yeah, he my security for the night, y'all. Like for real.
Exactly. Walking through the rain with my Tim's on, stepping over puddles full of pain. It's a big storm. When you was lagging, I told him you was able to be with the hoodie.
Being out here has taught me that like as a creative and as someone, I would say God has guided me into spaces where it's like, yes, it's helped me determine this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
This is the business that I want to be in and everything. And it's like he'll put me in spaces, he'll put me around people who really I feel like align with that. But it's just like I'm someone where it's just like I will observe people. I don't it's like I'll go around people and I really Cass, you've been out with me. I be in my own world. Like I really just be
Hmm.
like really just in my own world. I don't gotta talk to everybody, but it's just like I'm also not afraid to talk to anyone. Like I'm also not that type of person. Like it's like I don't need to talk to you, but I'm not afraid to go up and talk to you. I'm not afraid to ask you a question. I'm not afraid to be like, you feel me? Like, what you want tonight? Like, what you doing? Like, I'm not afraid of that.
Exactly. There's nobody that I'm just not gonna speak to. Like I found, and I have another friend like that. She's like, "Oh, how could you just go up to that stranger?" I'm like, I mean, what are they gonna
I
do?
don't know. What are they
Like
gonna do?
we're
Like, it's
all
just
living
like,
this human experience. I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna say good morning. Like I know,
like,
yeah, or like
but
to give compliments to strangers. I do that a lot as well
right, right,
because
right,
like
right.
if I thought it, I'm gonna say it because maybe they needed that today. You know what I mean? Like, oh girl, your shoes look cute, and then you just see their face light up and stuff like that. I really appreciate that. Like, you know what I mean? When other people do it, so I do it to other people as well.
I feel like again, I would just have to say like I have learned that it's just like yes, this is a space I want to be in. But then once you kind of start getting to know people, you start to realize like they're on some different shit that you're on, bro. Like you're just not on the same type timing. Like, and people have be revealing to me that it's just like they only appreciate me if it's going to benefit them in a certain type of way. Like you get what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Hmm.
And people have shown me that passively and also just like straight up. Like, I don't know. Some other weird shit be happening, like, oh yeah, somebody be thinking that my Instagram post be about them. What else is new?
Like, you're so
It's,
self-centered. Like, no, this is my
I'm just
page.
gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. You follow me on social media, I be posting whatever is on my mind anytime. And you wanna know what's so crazy? The message option is available on all of it. It's available on all of it.
The DM
The like
option.
option available on all of it. Your option to stand on all 10 and step to me about whatever you feel like is about me or about you, my fault, about you, is open. Don't be trying to fake beef with me over an Instagram post, bro. If you've never interacted with me, if you've never spoken to me in person, or we never even spoke about whatever the post was about, and it's I can't even lie, people have stepped to me before about like they just like, dang, like this post, and it's like it really don't be about them, but it's like the shoe did happen to fit them. It's like, sorry, it's not my fault.
Not
You
my
had an
fault.
impact on my day, bro. I can admit that I'm a very sensitive person and I have feelings, but also I try my best to create a space for people where it's like, if you want to have a conversation with me about it, you can have a conversation with me. If you want to take it there, we can take it there. Win, lose, or draw, either way. It's just like, let me know. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, with this whole internet thing, y'all need to stop taking it personal, bro. I think we all need to.
Literally, stop
We
doing
need to.
that.
Phone numbers exist. iMessage exists. The phone app exists. Call
Literally.
that person and talk to them about it, bro. Call that person and talk to them about it. It's wild times. It's wild times.
No more fake friends.
Happy spring, y'all.
Happy
Happy
spring, though,
spring.
for real, because
Happy.
I'm ready to like I'm like breaking out of my cocoon on some shit. Like, I just want to get in my vibe. I don't. I like it. Does. It doesn't
Bro,
even matter who is outside. Like,
it's just
I'm
like
going there
mentally,
for myself. Like, I'm outside. You know what I mean? Like,
this season, it
damn.
is 2025, y'all. It is 2025. And, I can't even lie, this year my frontal lobe will be developing. That's what they say.
Oh my
So,
goodness, my girl getting old.
I'm just like,
My girl
dang, like I
getting
got 5 years till
ancient.
30.
30. Yo, when you 30, I'm gonna be making so many jokes.
Everybody follow y'all dreams, y'all.
Everybody follow y'all
Everybody follow
dreams.
y'all dreams.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the streaming.
If y'all have music, send it to us.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Oh
So
my
I am
God.
Cass.
I'm Bean.
Everybody follow us on Instagram at Shea Butter Banter. And yeah, I hope you
Yum.
have a beautiful night.